So, I need to talk about something, and I don't know why more people aren't screaming about this toilet training. Yep, I have toilet trained two kids now, two, and I'm not being dramatic when I say it is one of the hardest things I have done as a mum. Like, genuinely, up there with the newborn phase, up there with sleep regression, maybe even worse, because at least people with sleep deprivation, people feel sorry for you. You say, oh, my baby doesn't sleep. And people nod, they get it. They bring you coffee, they tell you to nap when the baby naps, which is useless advice, by the way, but at least they're trying. You say, I'm toilet training, and people just kind of look at you, maybe a little smile and go, oh, yeah, that's a fun stage. Fun? Fun? No, no, it's not. It's not fun. It's chaos, pure chaos. So before you have kids, people love to warn you about stuff. They love it. Oh, you'll never sleep again. Dropping the dummy is hell. Starting solids is so stressful. Teething will destroy you. Cool. Great. Thanks for the heads up. But not one single person sat me down and said, Lucy, toilet training will break you just a little bit. Not one. My mum didn't warn me. My friends didn't warn me. The maternal health nurse didn't warn me. The lady at Mother's Group, who had opinions about everything, didn't say a word about toilet training. It just kind of lands on you. Like one day you're changing nappies, which, fine, I was good at that. I had a system. I was fast. I could change a nappy in the dark, half asleep, one hand holding a bottle. I was a nappy ninja. And then suddenly you're supposed to teach a tiny human who can barely say the word toilet to know when they need to wee and get there in time and pull their pants down and not wee on the floor or on the couch or on your bed or in the middle of Woolies. Right, sure, easy. So, my oldest, my firstborn, she showed absolutely zero interest in the toilet. None. Couldn't care less. She was happy in her nappy, living her best life. I'd sit on the toilet and she'd be in the bathroom with me because privacy doesn't exist anymore. That's just a fact. And I'd say, see, mummy does wheeze on the toilet, like I was doing a live demo, a performance, an infomercial for weeing. And she'd just stare at me, blink, and walk out. Cool. Thanks for coming to my show. She was almost 3 before we even gave it a crack. And I remember thinking, I've got this because I had the book, How to Toilet Train in One Weekend. One weekend. That's what it said on the cover in big letters, one weekend. I read that thing cover to cover. I highlighted bits. I made notes. I had a plan. I had the little potty. I had the undies with the butterflies on them. I had the sticker chart on the wall. I had snacks. I had juice because more fluids meant more chances to practice, right? That's what the book said. I was so cocky, like embarrassingly cocky. I told my husband, by Monday, she'll be done. We won't need to buy nappies anymore. Think of the money we'll save. I actually said that out loud to another human. She was not done by Monday. Okay, look, to be fair, she did get it, kind of. She worked out the feeling. She was weeing on the toilet by Monday, so technically the book wasn't wrong. But what the book didn't mention, what it conveniently left out, was that knowing the feeling and actually making it to the toilet every single time are two very different things. Very different things. The accidents. Oh my God, the accidents. They went on for months. Months. I'm talking we on the couch, we in the car seat, we at the park, we at Nanny's house, we on the trampoline, which, by the way, is a special kind of gross because it just sits in the mesh and you have to hose it down while your kid stands there going, oopsie. Oopsie. Yep. Oopsie. I poo in the undies at the creche at the gym. I got that fun phone call. Hi, just letting you know she's had a little accident. A little accident. That's what they call it. A little accident. Like she bumped her knee. No, she pooed her pants. Let's call it what it is. And every time I'd be there with the wet wipes and the spare cloths thinking, the book said one weekend. I started to take it personally. Like, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? Is it her? Did I miss a chapter? Did I not read the book right? Should I have brought a different book? Is there a secret book that actually works that no one told me about? And then you start Googling, which is always a mistake, always. Nothing good has ever come from Googling a parenting problem at 11 p.m. Why is my toddler still having accidents after 3 weeks? Is it normal to still have accidents after 2 months? When should I worry about toilet training? And you get a million different answers. Some say it's normal. Some say you started too early. Some say you started too late. Some say you should go back to nappies. Some say never go back to nappies. Some say use a reward chart. Some say reward charts are bad. What do you want from me? And no one talks about the laundry, the sheer volume of laundry. I was washing undies and pants and sheets every single day, sometimes twice a day. My washing machine was working harder than I was, and that's saying something. I bought like 15 pairs of undies, 15, and some weeks that still wasn't enough. And the car seat, the car seat. If your kid has an accident in the car seat, that's it. That's your afternoon gone. You're pulling the cover off, trying to work out how to unclip all those straps and buckles, which, by the way, were clearly designed by someone who hates parents. And then you're soaking it and washing it and trying to get the smell out. The smell. I won't go into the detail, but you know. And then there's going out, leaving the house, which used to be stressful enough with a toddler, but now you're leaving the house with a toddler who might wee at any moment. So you've got the spare undies, the spare pants, the spare socks, because somehow the socks get wet too. Wet wipes, a plastic bag for the wet stuff, maybe a towel on the car seat just in case. You're basically packing for a natural disaster every time you go to the shops. And then you get there and the first thing you hear is, "Mummy, I need to go." And you're running, holding their hand, dodging trolleys, trying to find the parents' room. And you get there and they sit on the toilet and nothing. I don't need to go anymore. Great. Awesome. Love that for me. There were days I wanted to just put her back in nappies. I'm not going to lie. I thought about it more than once. Just go back, forget it. We'll try again at 4, 5, 18, whatever. And I felt so guilty about that. Like I was failing. Like every other kid was getting it and mine wasn't. Like I was the only one scrubbing wee out of the couch cushions on a Tuesday night, wondering where it all went wrong. But we stuck it out. And she got there. She did. It just took way longer than any book told me it would. Way longer than Instagram told me it would too. Because you see those posts, day 3 and she's fully toilet trained with a cute little photo of a kid on a potty giving a thumbs up. Good for you, Karen. Good for you. That was not my experience. My experience was more like day 30 and she's still weeing on the floor, but at least she tells me about it. Progress. And then it was time for number 2 and I dreaded it. Like full body dread. You know that feeling when you've done something really hard and you're finally on the other side and then someone tells you that you have to do it again? That's what it felt like. I knew what was coming. I knew about the accidents, the laundry, the car seat covers, the public toilet dashes, the Googling at midnight, all of it. And I just thought, I can't do this again. But here's the thing about kids. They don't care about your plans. They don't care that you're tired. They don't care that you're still recovering from the last round. My youngest, she was keen. She was only 22 months and she wanted to do everything her big sister did. Everything. If her sister brushed her teeth, she wanted to brush her teeth. If her sister wore a dress, she wanted to wear a dress. If her sister sat on the toilet, yep, she wanted to sit on that toilet. She'd follow her sister into the bathroom and try to climb up. At 22 months, with her little chubby legs, trying to go on the big toilet. And part of me was like, oh, great, she's showing interest. This is good. And the other part of me was like, no, not yet. I'm not ready. Give me 6 more months. Give me a year. Give me a break. But you can't really ignore it when your kid is pulling the nappy off and trying to sit on the toilet. That's a pretty clear sign. So we didn't even get much of a break between the two. I'd barely recovered from round 1 and round 2 was already starting. She picked it up much quicker. I'll give her that. It clicked faster. Whether that was because she'd been watching her sister or because every kid is different, I don't know. Probably both. But I want to be honest. Just because it clicked faster doesn't mean it was easy. It wasn't. There were still accidents, still laundry, still the panicked, I need to go in the middle of the shops, still me carrying a bag of spare clothes everywhere like some kind of walking lost property box. And then we hit a wall, a big one. She started getting really blocked up, like really blocked up, chronic constipation. And then it turned into something called endoparesis, which if you don't know what that is, lucky you. Honestly, lucky you. And I'm not going to go into that now because that needs its own episode. It's a big one, a heavy one. There was a lot of tears, hers and mine, a lot of doctor visits, a lot of worry. We'll get there. I'll tell you that story properly when I'm ready. But just know, it wasn't smooth sailing with her either, not even close. So yeah, 2 kids, 2 completely different experiences, both really, really hard. And I think the thing that got me the most, the thing that really messed with my head, was that I just wasn't ready for it. I didn't expect it to be this big, long, messy, drawn out thing. I thought it was like a milestone you tick off. Like 1 week you're in nappies and the next week you're not. Done, move on, next thing. That is not how it works at all. It's months of do you need to go every 20 minutes. It's carrying spare clothes everywhere. It's knowing where every public toilet is within a 5-kilometre radius. It's cleaning wee off places you didn't even know we could reach. It's sitting on the bathroom floor at 7 a.m. while your kid sits on the toilet singing bluey songs and nothing is happening. Nothing. For 15 minutes. And then they get off and we on the floor 2 minutes later. That's toilet training. That's the truth of it. It's also the conversations you never thought you'd have. Like, I have said words like, did you wipe? More times than I have said, I love you. And that's not a joke. That might actually be true. I've inspected poos. I've cheered for poos. I've done a happy dance in a public toilet because my kid did a wee and I was so relieved I almost cried. I have become a person whose entire mood can be changed by whether or not a small child has used the toilet. That's who I am now. And the nighttime stuff. Oh, don't even get me started on the night training. Because day training is one thing, but then someone casually mentions, oh, are they dry at night yet? And you just want to scream. One thing at a time, please. One thing at a time. We're still in pull-ups with my youngest and I don't care. I genuinely do not care. She can wear pull-ups to bed until she's ready and I'll deal with that later or never. Never is also an option. And if you're in it right now, if you're listening to this while sitting on the bathroom floor, waiting for your kid to do something, anything, I just want you to know that I was on that floor too. Probably crying, definitely swearing under my breath, absolutely questioning every choice I ever made. And if you're about to start, if your kid is showing signs and you're thinking, okay, I guess it's time. Look, I'm not going to scare you. Actually, no, I kind of am. It's hard. It's really hard. It's gross. It's tiring. It's boring. It's frustrating. You will question your sanity. You will question your kid. You will question that stupid book you bought. But your kid will get there eventually on their own time, not the book's time, not Instagram's time, their time. And you'll survive it. You will. You'll come out the other side smelling faintly of wee and carrying way too many spare undies in your handbag, but you'll make it. And then someone will ask you, so when are you starting night training? And you'll want to throw something at them. All right, I need to go. Pretty sure someone just yelled out that they need to go to the toilet, which, yeah, that's my life now. I'm basically just a full-time toilet assistant. That's my job title. Put it on resume. Lucy Dalton, registered nurse, toilet assistant, professional poo cheerleader. Glamorous. Really glamorous. All right, I can hear mum. I better go. That's my cue.